Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Apparently, I am a cyberbully in the country of Australia, and I thought it would be very fun to go over the thing that I got access to recently. I thought there was only one person that I cyberbullied in Australia, and that's Paul Daniels. But that's different, because Paul Daniels deserves it! Not only because he has a loser low subscriber count, but because I was better than fixing boards than Paul Daniels when I was in the womb. You see, 6 years ago, I gave Paul Daniels access to my YouTube channel, my entire audience, and my reputation to promote himself, his software, and his business. And what did he do when I gave him that chance?
Oh, sweet mercy.
Sweet mercy. He fucking dragged my name through the mud. I'm okay with cyberbullying Paul Daniels, because he deserves it. I'm kidding. I love Paul Daniels. He's a good dude. In all seriousness, there's another company in Australia that claims that I'm actually cyberbullying them. That is complained to the Australian government. I did a video last year on a company called Deep Cycle Systems. The TLDR, many people have heard me go over this many times, is this company decided that they were going to sue a small YouTube channel that did a video on their batteries. There's a certain type of battery that goes under these off-road vehicles, and he reviewed these batteries and went over the fact that they were horrible. And when I say horrible, I don't even mean just him reviewing and going over the fact that it's horrible. I mean the Australian government even did an independent test of this battery, and one of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. And it's the battery that belongs to DCS. They also committed warranty fraud, which is what I went over on a video that I did on August 8th, 2024. I dug into this a little bit further, given that they were trying to bankrupt Stephen Fisher with over $50,000 in legal fees to respond to their bullshit defamation lawsuit, and I found this on their website. They said that their warranty was if the battery fails to deliver 80% of the rated capacity. Policy updated June 14th, 2021, and on an archive website, I found that they changed that policy on November of 2023 to say 70% of the rated period, but it says policy last updated June 14, 2021, which means that if you had bought the battery in 2022 and you thought you had a warranty that goes down to 80%, and then you checked the website in 2023, it went down to 70, you get gaslit into, well, maybe it was 70% when I bought it. You may think, well, you can just go to archive.org and find it, but very funny coincidence that every single page on their site from before this that would have proven they changed their policy is erased from archive.org. Imagine that. You know how much searching I had to do to find this on a different Australian website? Anyway, this company actually also decided to lie in court. When they were failing in their defamation case, they had lied in court several times, and the court had found this. The court deemed his testimony unreliable, given instances where he was caught making false statements under oath, including prior claims that DCS had a factory stake in China. And it just goes on and on about email, fake employee names and email communications and all this other type of crap. So what am I talking about with the cyberbullying thing? And here's where this whole thing just becomes a meme. From Deep Cycle Systems, date August 14th, 2024. And do remember, my video on him, August 8th, 2024. Joint Select Committee on Social Media and Australian Society. Dear Committee Secretariat, I am the founder and owner of a 9-year-old family business based in Queensland. We make I'm not going to say that out loud. We make lithium batteries for a wide range of marine, land, and solar energy applications. Our customers range from the Australian Defence Force, that's scary, and the NSW ambulance service. Oh God. Okay, all jokes aside, Paul Daniels doesn't deserve that. Our customers range from the Australian Defence Force and the NSW ambulance service to caravan and RV owners across Australia. All of our products are tested and certified by the globally recognized International Electrotechnical Commission. That's just scary. Despite our longevity and deep customer base, we are currently the target of an orchestrated cyberbullying attack via YouTube since September of 2023. The bullying is based on one person's opinion and supported by a group of online followers. The bullying is being used to discredit the quality of our products, pressure our supporters, and spread misinformation about our brand across the internet. Cyberbullying in Australia is regulated by certain laws, such as the Enhancing Online Safety, Non-Consensual Sharing of Intimate Images Act 2018, and state-based legislation. Naturally, we are seeking urgent legal remedies, including mediation, within these frameworks to resolve the situation and protect our business. However, the challenge with this approach is that it requires time. Initiating a defamation claim, for example, has a minimum period of 10 to 12 months. As we wait and work through the legal process, my business remains vulnerable to damaging attacks and accumulating losses, which we now estimate to be in the millions of dollars as a direct consequence of these events. There must be a better solution, somewhere businesses can turn to for support, where a third party can evaluate the nature of the attack and, if necessary, hold the perpetrators accountable for their actions, or at the very least refer them to a recognized authority capable of doing so. The chair of the Joint Select Committee on Social Media and Australian Society, Ms. Kate Thwaites MP, my apologies if I mispronounced your name, is quoted as saying Australians are concerned about the impact that social media is having across many areas of our community. She's right. However, this is not just about protecting children from social media. Australian businesses should also be protected. The unchecked spread of misinformation and disinformation on social media can significantly harm reputations and financial stability. On behalf of business owners and operators in Australia, I ask that the committee A, consider my situation as an example of what is happening in the broader context of social media's impact on businesses, and B, consider necessary changes to protect both individuals and businesses from the adverse effects of social media. AKA, it's not what I did, it's how you reported on it. I am so fucking sick and tired of the people that have this attitude and this mindset of, see, it's not what I did, it's how you reported on it. It's social media. Social media is the problem. Louis Rossman's channel is the problem. It couldn't have anything to do with the fact that I make some of the worst fucking batteries in the country of Australia. It couldn't have anything to do with the fact that I commit warranty fraud on my fucking customers, and they literally have the balls to this very day to say policy last updated June 14th, 2021 on their own website, almost a full year later, and they cannot even admit that they did this. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with the many of your customers that have complained and left negative reviews for your products because they match the quality that was tested right up here. It's me. It's YouTube. It's social media. And the government should get involved to stop us from hurting your reputation. Well, cry me a fucking river. I'm a small business owner too. I've had my small business since 2008. I've never had a problem with this before. Do you know why? Because I don't treat my customers like gutter trash. I don't purposely go out of my way to edit my fucking website and change the terms of the sale after the sale to fuck over my customers and then have my website deleted from archive.org to pretend that I didn't. It's one of these areas where I get more and more pissed off at some of the bosses that I've had after I became a business owner back when I was a teenager, because I used to think, oh, wow, okay, all these excuses make sense. And then once I actually owned a business and I realized it really doesn't take much effort to not go out of your way to try to not pay people for their overtime. It really doesn't take a lot of effort to make sure that people actually get their paychecks on time. And that's when I realized wait a second. Yeah, I really shouldn't have let that stuff go. And when I read this stuff, I think I'm more pissed off as a business owner than I would be as a customer, because it's very easy for me to understand what it's like to make these decisions. It doesn't take a lot of effort to not commit warranty fraud on my customers. It doesn't take a lot of effort to not be the single worst company in my particular field to the point where this just looks like the S&P after tariffs get announced. It doesn't take a lot of work and effort to not lie to your customers, not screw them over. And if you do, say, hey man, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Here's how we're gonna do better. If you're going to be the bitch, be the whole bitch. If you're going to sue a small YouTube channel that reviewed your products, you are the aggressor, not the victim. Darvo. Remember my talk on Darvo? Deny, attack, reverse, victim, offender. Deny, attack, reverse, victim, offender. You have a large company and you're suing somebody who is retired with a small YouTube channel, but somehow you're the victim. QQ. Cry me a fucking river. You earned your reputation with your actions, and clearly you have absolutely no intention of having any self-reflection on any of this. When people think they're getting screwed over by shade tree mechanics and small businesses versus going to a name brand, it's because of businesses like yours. If you want to commit the warranty fraud, then deal with the negative reviews and stop with the Darvo shit. Don't go running to the fucking Australian government because you're tired of the fact that people pointed out that you screwed over your customers. Deny, attack, reverse, victim, offender. That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now. And if you're thinking of getting into business, don't run a business like people like this. Don't run a business like people like this. Run a business where you own your actions, you own the results of those actions, and you own who you are. See you in the next one. Lastly, before I go, just something that I would like to try and get some help on this weekend is cleaning up the Consumer Action Task Force Wiki. You've all been absolutely amazing at contributing to this. Thank you so much. But there are a few things we could use help with. Fixing up company articles to fit a new template that we have, helping out with the quality of the links in the wiki, so there are references at the end of all these, and we have a new template that makes it a lot easy to create very, very professional looking references. So if I wanted to edit this and I want to add a reference, usually that's Shift-Control-K. And when I do that now, instead of having the old type of reference you can create, it's much more rich in terms of detail, and we could also use cleanup on some of these pages. So there are times where somebody will contribute something to the wiki and it's not necessarily up to our content guidelines, and we'll keep it there because there's a chance that it can be made better by other people later, but we usually have a stub notice on the article so that people understand that this article is not up to our quality standards and maybe should not be trusted as much. So for instance, like this one, this article requires additional expansion. This one may not be relevant. Let's see. This one is relevant. This one needs additional explanation, and so on and so forth. And this all in all this is in the task force wikis. Wow, I need to get myself some lunch. I'm half. All of this are in the guidelines of the wiki, and just thank you everybody who's been helping contribute to this. This has been very, very helpful for everything from LG screwing people over on their refrigerator warranties to companies like DCS doing what they do to companies that are trying to change. I can't even spell refrigerators. I'm gonna go get some lunch before I pass out. But thank you very much for everybody who's helped contribute to this. Anybody who does, I will give you a free shout out from Clinton the cat. Not Blackberry because she never speaks, but the top contributors that helped do the cleanup this weekend, you will get a shout out from Clinton the cat, and maybe, just maybe, yeah, I'll let Blackberry lick your arm. Probably not, but I swear to, she's gonna eat me someday. I'm gonna be sleeping and I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be missing an eyeball. This is her way of saying feed me more. Stop that. Hi. You're my good girl. Nobody cyberbullies you, do they, Blackberry? Sometimes they do. Sometimes they put you in sponsor block. I'm gonna report that to the government as cyberbullying. I'm gonna report that to Greg Abbott, Donald Trump. I tell them my kitty is being cyberbullied. City Council of Austin, I better be prepared for that. All right, see you in the next one.